This is Jeopardy! With your host, Hallie Johnson, with guests Charles, Mike, and Riley.
Charles, you're up first.
Queer theory for 300.
In an attempt to classify certain individuals into specific categories, society attributes these to individuals. Charles.
What is labels?
Correct. Charles, go for the next one.
Let's do straight acting for 200.
A derogatory term used by several individuals in the United States to describe a wimpy, gay individual. Riley.
What is faggot?
True. Riley, select the next category.
Let's do straight acting for 100.
Males that are characterized as feminine, outspoken, concerned about appearance, sociable, and talkative associated with sexuality.
What is gay?
Correct. Mike, choose the next one.
Let's go LGBTQ for 100.
A male that self-identifies himself as gay, find women attractive, but have only ever had sexual relationships with men, identifies with which sexuality? Charles.
What is gay?
Correct. Charles, select the next one.
Let's do queer theory for 500.
Sometimes in the United States, this term is used interchangeably with queer.
That was so easy.
Dang it.
Charles, select again.
Straight acting for 300.
The typical breadwinner in Western families. Riley.
What is male?
Correct. Riley, select again.
Straight acting for 400, please.
The blank must be the initiator of a relationship, take charge, and make almost all the decisions. Riley.
What is male?
I definitely hit my buzzer first.
Correct.
Thank you.
Riley, select the next one.
Straight acting for 500, please.
A character in the Oscar-winning movie Moonlight that hides his sexual identity behind a masculine persona that his peers and social encounters influenced him to develop. Charles.
Who is black?
Correct. Charles, select the next one.
Let's do identity for 200.
The opposite of cocky, conceited, and egotistical. Mike.
What is humble?
Correct. Way to get yourself on the board.
Answer your question. That's cool.
Mike.
Let's go identity for 300.
Girls that have blonde hair, nasally voices, are members of a sorority, and are constantly concerned with fashion, are given the label Charles.
What is a dumb blonde?
Correct. Charles, select the next category.
Let's do queer theory for 200.
Is an examination of the different aspects associated with being queer, such as race, class, and gender. Charles.
Queer studies.
Correct. Charles, select the next category.
LGBTQ for 400.
Couples that still find it illegal to marry in parts of the United States. Riley.
What is gay?
Correct. Riley, select again.
LGBTQ for 300, please.
A female that has 2 sexual encounters with other females, but has recently started to engage in sexual activities with men. Mike.
What is bisexual?
Correct. Mike, go again.
Identity for 500.
Was a host on American Idol and constantly ridiculed for his feminine demeanor as a publicly self-proclaimed straight man. Mike,
Who is Ryan Seacrest?
correct. Mike, go again.
Queer theory for 4.
A word used to describe the moving social constructs of gender. Charles,
What is transing?
correct. Charles, select again.
LGBTQ for 500.
A sexuality that is normally an umbrella term for other sexualities and typically labels people as odd or out of the ordinary. Riley,
What is queer?
correct. Riley, select again.
LGBTQ for 400, please.
Couples that still find it illegal to marry in parts of the United States. Riley,
What is gay?
correct. Riley, select again.
Identity for 400, please.
The gender characterized as strong, silent, dominant, unemotional, and independent. Charles,
What is a male?
correct. Charles, select again.
Heteronormativity for 300, please.
Which gender does an individual identify as that usually defines part of their profession as a parent and caregiver? Charles,
What is a woman?
correct. Charles, select again.
Identity for 100.
An individual that was born from 2 parents of the same culture, embodies dark skin, uses slang terms, and experiences large amounts of segregation is a member from which race? Mike,
What is black?
correct. Mike, select.
Let's go hetero for 2.
The body physique that most public female figures or celebrities in the United States are expected to obtain. Charles,
Thin or tiny? Thin, skinny?
correct.
What is?
Here you go.
We'll let it slide this time.
Let's do 500.
Heteronormativity?
Yes, please.
Which sexuality? An individual that was born from 2 parents of the same culture, embodies dark skin, uses slang terms, and experiences large amounts of segregation is a member from which race? Riley.
What is black?
Good. Riley, select the category.
Heteronormativity for 400, please.
leads to devaluing people and segregating them from the rest of normal society? Riley.
What is othering?
Correct. Riley, select the next category.
Heteronormativity for 100, please.
The sexuality that the United States is most accustomed to seeing and is accepted by the majority of religious practices. Mike.
What is straight?
Correct.
Let's finish the category for 5.
Okay.
Hetero.
Which sexuality must exist for heterosexuality to survive?
What
Mike.
is homosexuality?
Correct. Now it's time for Final Jeopardy. The topic is sexuality. You will have 30 seconds to give me a response. True or false? In order to be in true contact with an individual's own identity, he or she must express her sexuality to the public, live according to heteronormative standards, and engage in both a physical and emotional relationship with his or her opposite gendered partner. You may begin now. Charles, we'll start with your answer.
This is in fact false, Hallie.
Correct. All right, Mike, let's see.
I put false as well.
False. Good. Riley.
And I put false as well.
Well, it was a close score, but Charles, congratulations. Great
Thank
job.
you.
Great job. Mike. Good work. Today, the United States is full of heteronormative standards and individuals who are simply scared to talk about sexuality, let alone act in accordance with any form of sexuality that does not fit into this heteronormative mold. Within this mold, unspoken guidelines on the norms related to an individual's identity, behavior, appearance, and beliefs are put into place. Americans with the outside appearance of a female are expected to look skinny, have shiny teeth, wear makeup, show sensitivity, be attracted to only men, and take care of the children. American men are expected to build muscle, appear emotionless, act tough, be attracted to women, and provide money for their families. It is much less socially acceptable for individuals to publicly self-identify as homosexual, bisexual, queer, transgender, or another sexual identity. While discrimination towards these individuals may not be consistently made public, it is visible through several individuals' everyday actions, behaviors, and attitudes toward others dissimilar to them. Furthermore, sexual attraction is not always visible in the eyes of the public if the act of sexual intercourse or physical encounters do not take place. Several Western individuals use sexual intercourse as the sole indicator of an individual's sexuality, disregarding emotional attachments and or a person's feelings toward another individual. Additionally, it is more preferable if the individual is of the Caucasian race. Although racism has made progress over the past generations, there is much more work to be done.
Ultimately, to live in the United States, you are required a label, and if this label does not meet the standards of the narrow, unrealistic label Hallie just spoke about, you are considered an outcast and characterized as strange, weird, freakish, or abnormal. While all of the Jeopardy answers were shaped to fit the heteronormative mold of America, the answer to the final Jeopardy question went against this pattern. It is an answer that the Western world must both acknowledge and accept in order for its society to set itself free from unrealistic, demeaning labels and truly understand the meaning, significance, and importance associated with human sexuality.
That's the conclusion of our video. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.